I thought I'd gone live then already. I was going, hey, Julies. Hey, everybody. Can you hear me? Right, I'll put that link in for Paddy again. Hey, Geordie boy. Hello.
What are we doing?
All right, how are you?
I was just struggling getting in there with I'll just put the comments on.
Yeah, mine was saying having trouble connecting to the internet or something like that.
Right. Bad signal sometimes you get.
Yeah.
I see he's out and about on his semi frame.
I know, it's unreal, isn't it?
It'll not take him long, man. A week or something.
I know. If that's so, I'd been on one stick as well. So he's going to do that tomorrow for the camera.
Right, sound.
Yeah.
You'll be back. You'll be losing your job shortly.
I know.
I've just see with there's a text just come through off you.
Was it in the chat? Oh yeah, I keep forgetting about smoking.
I've just posted that that message from Paul Dildo Dave to Paul Annan.
Yeah, that's
where he said to Paul Annan, I've had people sent doing dig his family's graves up, and they've dug holes and smashed his grave up and that. Did you see the message?
Yeah, he was referring to you, I think, on it.
Of course.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's me who he's talking to Paul about, because he's saying it's me who's shot his car windows.
And they came to you looking for trouble, like
that's right. Hey man, at some point in the investigation, they've got to speak to me, haven't they?
Yeah.
Haven't they?
Definitely. How can people travel all the way to somebody's place, which is miles away from where they live, to cause hassle like that?
What he done was, there's a security camera right on my gate belonging to the railway, which videos and sound records everything, right? 24 hours a day. Guns doing to the main office at Network Rail. They pulled up and had his loudspeaker with him.
Yeah.
And he says, oh, come over the loudspeaker. I was sat here on my tablet doing something. Come over the loudspeaker. Patrick Conroy, we are armed police. We know you are armed and dangerous. Do not move. All that shit, right?
Oh my word.
I did think it was a business at first, so I was rooting a shot. And a fucking shot. And I've got weapons on the way. You know, on the wheel. So as I went round the back corner, and I even looked like a busy car. He's like the white car he was driving looked like an unmarked busy car. But then they changed the mic thing. They says, we know you've been caught with 14, 16 child porn images. That's where I knew it wasn't fucking busies. I grabbed this fucking spearhead. on that corner. As I was travelling round the corner, I grabbed it and I was over that line in seconds. And it fucking nearly had him, man. Got his back window out. Nearly had him. They were off, skidding off. There was somebody smaller than him in the passenger seat videoing on a phone or something. Till they seen me running over the lane. I'm as fast as fuck, me. And they couldn't get out for the traffic.
Andy even put that speaker thing, a picture of it on the car seat before he even went to yours.
So they were masquerading as armed police. It's all recorded on the Network Rail's video camera, and I'll be on the same video footage running over with my spear. not a gun, a spear.
No.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then it'll all come part of the same inquiry now. It's got to, win it.
Yeah, of course it has.
Because Paul Allen's handed out all these messages to the police.
The motorway and everything will pick up the car coming
There's
in.
There's cameras at each side. Yeah, there's cameras at each side of my place. Take your registrations. But he's admitted to Paul Allen. He's admitted to Paul Allen in the messages. I've just been at Conroy's farm. Now, they were doing it for Humbles. Humbles was paying people to do it. But what Dave's been doing, now he's doing a mission for Humbles anyway. He's just been being a con man, what he is.
Yeah.
Milking people around him on the same job. And he's getting talking to Paul Allen about coming to my farm before he done it. And he's like drew him in a little bit.
Yeah.
And then when he's saying I've shot his window out, he's saying it's shattered the glass all over his car and his baby seat and his big pram, he's had to renew them. And he hit Paul Allen for nearly 2,000 quid. And when Paul Allen's asked for the money back, he's went, well, you were in on it. Me going to Conroy's farm, to Paul Allen. Paul Allen's went, I wasn't fucking, what Dildo Dave's really doing is saying, back off. I've been talking to you about going to Conroy's farm. Didn't ask me for this money back. Well, I've borrowed. It's a con.
Total
and then
con.
normally people were going, oh, listen, just keep the fucking money and drop everything. I didn't want to be involved. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Normally, but it didn't. Paul Allen said, fucking, I wasn't involved with you going to Conroy's farm. And he went to the police.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
And took all the fucking messages with him.
Yeah,
but they'll send him to get the money, saying he's been to my farm and whatnot. So he's in trouble. Not for that. He's not in trouble for that. He's in trouble for everything fucking else he's been caught for, man. He's done jail already for robbing vulnerable people before. Old ladies who died when he took their life savings off them.
Well, I think
so. He's got a history of robbing vulnerable people.
Yeah, I think somebody that you and I know as well as it'll be coming out really soon. But this person's getting it looked into as well. But somebody's been trying to do the fraudulent stuff.
Well, I know since I've put a video out about Dildo Dave getting caught with different stuff, Decker Haggy contacted Shadowboxer and says, tell Paddy 3 of them's getting charged. Was then in touch with the police. The Decker Haggy family are in touch with the police who are investigating all this already before Dildo Dave's been nicked.
He's
been caught, and he's been caught with he fitted that security cameras.
Yeah, and
he's been logging into the family fucking security fucking cameras.
The messages of her admitting, oh yeah, he logged in when he fitted them.
No,
and
when they were trolling the family, they were saying things like, you had such and such at your front door the day and blah blah blah, and Decker was there dressed in this. They were logged into the security cameras. Part of the trolling campaign.
Do you know where I remembered about that, him being logged into that? It was on one of your lives. You had actually said something about, was it one of them on the internet knowing about the comings and goings from Decker's mums?
That's right. They were putting certain things out as if it was neighbours watching them and that, and it wasn't. It was them on the security cameras.
So that's
they fitted.
I thought, he told me that he was logged into them before when he fitted them. And I just...
And he's been caught, with all that stuff as well, where he's been logged in.
So that
was part of the trolling campaign.
No, when I put it up originally.
Yeah.
And said, fancy being logged into someone's cameras. I didn't even say his name. Then her came straight on the messenger saying, what you calling my husband a twat for and all that. So she threw him right under, do you know what I mean? As that was just me putting that out there just to see what response I'd get.
Dildo Dave is going to throw them all under a bus. Yeah, he's already started. Or he's trying to. Dildo Dave knows exactly how much fucking trouble he's in getting raided over the Paul Allen situation. And then where it's led on to loads of other serious offences where he's been robbing other people.
But how long has he been
campaign
for the police as well?
Pardon?
How long has he been working for the police as well? Because Brian got sent a video of him, and he'd sent it to my phone because Brian's no good with technology. So when we opened it, he was dead proud. He went, "There you go, I've got a present for you," as if he'd give us some like gold dust, right? And it was
Who's this?
This is Dave, ages ago.
Dildo Dave, right?
So he said on the video. It said it was Dick Eggy saying, "Who am I going to the police on today? Is it the cockerels?" Like that. So he was filming it, Dave, and recording it. So obviously we were thinking, well, it's all right sending that just one sentence, but what was said before that and after that? So Brian just straight away said he's wrong in him. Do you know what I mean?
Dildo Dave or Dick Eggy?
Dildo Dave, because Eggy was asking,
they're both fucking wrongins.
Yeah, they both are, but he was literally saying, "Who am I going to the police on today? Is it the cockerels?" But he was asking Dave who he was going to the police on. Do you know what I mean? But David just read his voice out like he does.
Dildo Dave's another one who used to go on the Courtney's parties I got told. So all these lot who have been working on us, on me anyway, me and others, all seem to be tied to the Courtney firm, and that's one big that always was from day one a big fucking Metropolitan Police fucking gang of fucking narcs, all working for the Met. Well, that's what you're dealing with, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
But Dildo Dave and all, fucking. I'll find you this full. Pardon?
He said, Brian said that when he first got asked to go down there, who would it have been asking him to go there? Who he did one of the documentaries or films with? I mean, books with? Would it have been who used to go there? Was it not?
Go where? Go where? Doing Courtney's.
The Courtney's.
Every grass in the country.
Right, and Brian
went. And everyone a big grass.
Yeah, Brian went no way because Brian already heard of loads of people. He was a midnight mass anyway. Do you know what I mean? And he said,
"Well, he's not a grass, an informer."
No.
Let's get it right. Courtney, proper top informer.
Yeah. Well, Brian said everyone knew. He said loads of people 2 years ago that he had police and all that handlers and all that dodgy seedy stuff.
All in the same shit, this lot. In the bill of the busies and into everything fucking else while the busies have got their back.
Yeah.
Because they can get away with murder, said.
It's disgusting, isn't it? He was another rip-off merchant, though, wasn't he, if you think about it? Because he pretended to do all that stuff for the veterans.
Who?
Courtney.
Yeah, you're right. All of them are fucking Humphreys is the same. All into charities and all being caught ripping people off.
Yeah, all them Krays.
Only in it for themselves. They couldn't else, really.
This off fire, smoke this. Yeah, so that's what they do, isn't it? It's like all charities and dodgy dealings and that. Courtney pretended. I think he pretended to be doing something for the veterans.
I think that's a mask. I'm a good guy. Look, I'm doing stuff for charity.
Yeah.
A mask that I wear, you know. Tony Birchett does it. Tony Birchett does the same. But hey, so did Jimmy Savile. So did fucking Jimmy Savile.
Yeah, definitely.
Jimmy Savile done more for charity than all of these put together.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's weird, isn't it? How they all go on. Don't you think it's really, really weird? And it's all like so filthy stuff, in it.
With this firm it is.
Like jaded. They've gone like one step behind, haven't they?
Like Kray twin stuff. That's why they idolise the Kray twins, man.
Yeah.
Because all in, that's right.
Crazy.
I had to sit on Reggie Kray's fucking visit table twice when I was visiting more Jimmy. He wanted to speak to us. Reggie wanted to talk to us.
Did he?
But Reggie Kray, so I had to go and sit on his visiting table. He was only after me watch.
Was he?
Just ponce as it were.
Yeah.
That's what I felt anyway.
Yeah. Like that woman said the same, more or less, because I thought she was a bit...
Which woman?
That one who was doing all the charity stuff. But I listened to a documentary the other night and she said, oh, what she called Maureen, that other one. Who was
right, the blonde lass.
Yeah. And she said that she was allowed to do the charity stuff as long as like so many grand went into them. Grands and grands, wasn't it?
Aye, because they're using their name to do the charities as well. So the Krays are expecting a corner out of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, crazy, isn't it?
I think sometimes if they're using their name and they're creating the event, they should be entitled to something out of it, but not, you know.
Yeah, but them lot were selling stuff that wasn't even genuine stuff, and that, wasn't it? No,
What genuine what?
like
Fucking,
all the things that were supposed to be genuine stuff of like this one's that one, they weren't even genuine.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, some paintings or something by someone. That's what was it that John Silver was saying it on that live I did.
It's only open what they all know anyway. All over Ronnie was even shagging Reggie from a kid.
Bloody hell.
You know what I mean? I went everything.
Yeah, definitely.
Some firm to idolise. And you know, like we are one of them. Who would want to be one of them?
I know.
Unless you were that way, you inclined yourself, like.
Yeah.
That's what you're dealing with, yeah. That's what you're dealing with, yeah. All into the same stuff as the Kray twins, weren't they?
And if you
look at them, pardon?
If you look at them all on that all them gangster tour buses and stuff like that who are all involved in it, it's like they're all like wannabe like gangster types, aren't they? They're like living a fantasy world. They're just like standing.
Listen, man. Listen, you know Lord Buffby.
Yeah.
They were the Krays, weren't they?
Yeah.
He wasn't the only lord that they went. There was other lords. There was another 2 or 3 lords they were friendly with.
It's all intermingled.
It's all documented, right? But what the documentaries don't tell you is all these lords were high-ranking Freemasons. And that's what they didn't tell you in the documentary about Lord Buffby and the others. They didn't mention Freemasonry. Keep it out of it today. But that's what the Kray twins went to, getting into the Freemasons, and because it's slipping young boys into them, people in power.
Yeah.
And that's what they always weren't until they got jailed. But just before they got jailed, they teamed up with the fucking Searsies. Before they got jailed, they come into my old man's club, in the 69 club. They got put out of my old man's firm. Dennis Stafford's wrote about it in the book, and in one of his early books, he doesn't say who was. He just says a Newcastle firm.
Yeah.
And then in Miss Humphreys' documentary, the day the Krays come to town, he's also on there saying that he had to go and pick them up that day at the 69 club when my father put them out. He said all he says about it though is on the documentary, when he got there, Ronnie and them were standing in the car park waiting. He says, and Ronnie was livid. He says, what could I do? He just had to wipe them off and took them to the train station. That's all he says on the documentary. But then between them all, the murdered Angus Sibbett.
Right.
The Get Caught film, Michael Caine film, Get Caught, based on that murder.
Right.
Between them all, I know this because they come to my house and asked me old man to kill Angus for them. But between them all, the murder Angus Sibbett, and then the Kray twins got nicked for murders in London and locked up. But they were working with the Searsies, murdering people, such as Angus Sibbett at the time. And I've always said the Searsies took over the Kray twins, blackmail into the Freemasons, how to play the system, in with the cops. The Searsies took over that side of the Krays thing for them after they got locked up last year. And when you look at what they've been up to, they've been up to exactly the fucking same as the fucking Kray twins was up to, were both being whatnot.
So
and this is why you've got Mason. If Friday night's murder trial, Masonry come into the trial. Masons were coming giving evidence, cops, because they turned out the old man of the Searsies and the Masons and the busy company who come to court. He gave that as that's why he came to court, because he's made son from the lodge. He didn't want to see an injustice done. That's the excuse he gave. He didn't say I'm in with the wrong robberies with them and all that. You know what I mean? That's just the excuse he gave to give evidence. But they're all into the same thing as the Krays were into where you been. And they took over it.
So has Humphrey's been around them lot from Newcastle for a long time?
They've just well the Krays, even when they've been in jail, Panda used to do the dealing, running backwards and forwards in between the Newcastle and London. Panda brought the Krays into the 69 club that day while Frankie Sears, who's dead now. Panda's dead now. But he's the one who's like been the middleman. He might have been locked up, running backwards and forwards over the years.
Bloody hell.
I'm fucking telling you, man, they murdered Angus Sibbett between them all. They did. And they've been working together ever since, looking after puffy things into Freemasons and all that side of it.
Yeah, it's dodgy.
That's what that's how they've getting away with everything they've getting. That's why the busies are coming to the trial, Friday night's murder trial, to help them, man, because these have had young boys and young kids, young girls into them and all sorts of their parties and whatnot. They've just been no different from the Cradwins, the way they used to run things. Just getting busies at your parties, getting them full of coke and drink and slipping underage girls or young boys into them.
Oh,
and then you've got them.
Yeah.
That's what they've done. That's what they've done. That's why these That's why these cops are turning up at such as Friday night's murder trial. What's really turning up is Freemasons are turning up, even though they're cops.
And half of them judges and all that are Freemasons and stuff, aren't they?
Oh, the full system, 80% of the system's Masons. Not all of them, but 80% of them. I mean, the judges, the police force, fucking army, the screws, the civil service, all Masons. Secret Service, all Masons. Especially Secret Service, all Masons.
Wow.
Apart from the secretary.
Hey.
Because look at these comments. I'm robbling on underneath. I've had a drink underneath. Cherry bought us some drinks. It's in the comments there. Thank you, Cherry.
Oh.
I got a box. I don't think you're allowed to drink on here, are you?
I don't know.
I'll shut my camera off.
I do usually. I'm gonna have a quick smoke in fact.
Me too. I'm gonna have one now.
Hey, Steve Shannon. What drinks did you get, Paddy?
Bottle of whiskey in a box at Stella Artois, which I'm drinking now.
Oh, great.
That's me little triad. That's me little triad god in the picture.
It's good, isn't it? Them triads are dangerous, aren't they?
There's nobody more dangerous than the fucking triads.
Yeah, dangerous.
See the triads?
Yeah.
I'm affiliated in them somehow. I was drunk. When they give us that god and that. It means something. It's a symbolic meaning behind getting that if you get it off the triad boss, one of them off the triad bosses.
Right.
As a present. It says there's a big symbolic meaning.
Yeah.
And that's how I got mine off.
Did you?
Oh, way I.
God. Yeah, they are dangerous because that wouldn't.
There's anybody more dangerous to them?
Yeah.
Well, see, when they're telling to do a job on someone, they've got to do it. If they don't do it, they get chopped up when they come back. No matter what the job is, you can't do it. That's the rules that they've got to agree to.
Yeah.
When they join. If they didn't do it, they get chopped up themselves.
Yeah.
And if they didn't come back, their family gets chopped up back in China.
Yeah.
So that's just make sure the job gets done, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Dangerous for me. My friend Helen, she used to work at one of the cash and carries for them because they own a lot of the cash and carries. Or she said they own the majority of the Chinese.
All the triads run all the Chinese. They're just normal everyday Chinese jobs. The triads.
Yeah.
Takeaways and you name it.
Yeah.
But not the gaffers. They didn't work.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
mate's one of the royal family of the Triads.
Wow.
He's in charge of the Triads in England. He's the gaffer for the family.
Yeah.
He wanted me and Bull to go and meet the family. They wanted me to fly over
Did
to meet
they?
the family. And McIntyre wanted me to do it, and he wanted to video it all. And Bull wanted to do it. Asked Bull. Bull wanted to do it. I went, nah, we're not doing that. I said, you didn't want that on your CV. We're gonna get the army out to wait for it at the airport to meet with, because the Triads have got some pull over there, especially the royal family of the Triads.
Yeah.
Donald McIntyre wanted to come and video it all.
Wow.
Do the trip. Wanted to do the trip. Imagine if we'd done it.
I think he'd have gone away a few times, wouldn't he?
I said, Bull, if we ever get nicked again and put up a court, we will get fucking hammered. Having that on your CV.
I know.
And you would.
Well,
the last time Bull got nicked, he got nicked for an ounce of green. They give him 4 years.
Terrible, that, isn't it?
That's all it says. He was had as well, an ounce. They weren't saying there's any more than an ounce involved.
And he got 4 years.
4 years.
Shows you, doesn't it?
When they've got it in for you.
Yeah.
Just get a smoke.
Yeah. And it shows you the ones that are proper and don't blooming bloody snitch like the rest of them. Yeah, so it would have been scary going on.
Better having them on side than off side.
Yeah, I wouldn't like to upset them. Like my friend, another lad I know, he had the Chinese in red car, and he used to lend money in a casino, and they'd give him like so long to get this money in, and he said, I'll make sure I get it. He said, there's no way I'm not turning up with the money.
Oh, that's right. That's their business amongst their own. Extortion, all gambling, and that's how they make their money. But only amongst their own Chinese communities, and they want it nowhere else.
So he was opening the shop up. His mum and dad didn't know, because it's mum and dad's shop. So on the night it was shut, he was opening it up and passing the takeaways out the window, anything to try and get this money in. But yeah, I think he ended up selling stuff out the shop to get it. But yeah, he paid them. He said that you just can't not pay them. No, definitely not.
No, because you just get chopped up. They'll just send one of the squad out.
And he said you don't even know they're coming. That'll just be done.
It's got to be done. It's got to be done once it's sent. Ruthless, man.
Hey.
There's rules and regs. I woke up the next morning, man. I thought, fucking hell, man. I had a hangover. I was thinking, what did I agree to last night? Thinking, I can't even remember what it was now, but I was regretting it the next morning or something. Thinking, what have I done?
As if they give you that little God thing. Yeah,
it's a symbolic meaning behind getting that from the Triads.
Yeah.
They didn't give them to many people, not the actual Triad people, family who run the Triads. It's only them if they give you one, what the symbolic meaning.
Yeah.
They don't give them out. Well, I'm the only man in England that's ever getting one, I think. Wow. I watched a film in the 70s or 80s where American mafia boss got one, and he had it in a little alcove in his sitting room.
Yeah.
And he used to do the dealing between the Americans and the Triads. He was their man, you know what I mean? And it's a symbol. The film was about the symbolic meaning behind it.
Yeah.
Getting one. Yeah, I'm the only man in England to get one.
They usually keep themselves
the Triad families.
That's amazing, isn't it?
Better have them on side than off if you need them, innit?
Yeah, definitely.
If you need them.
I can't think of anyone better for on side. You. Who's that? Princess? Hi, Anna. Anna's in. Are you okay?
Is this the same Paddy Conroy that pulls his Will eat the kiddies images?
Right,
no bird shit. It's not. It's a paddy Conroy that's passed the lie detector test over that matter. That's who it is. Oh, fuck off.
Just look anybody like that, please, if you will. We don't want to see them idiots. Aren't just idiots. They're just trying to get a rise, Paddy. Aren't they out here?
Yeah. I'm used to. Listen, I've just done what I've just done. I've passed lie detector tests over that matter.
Yeah, you don't need to explain yourself to any of these.
Tony Birdshit said, how many times you been nicked our kids?
I know.
Harry aping them. If I'd been charged with doing anything to fucking kids, I would be jumping on a lie detector test. Anything to kids, never mind fucking Harry aping them.
And he's
been up a court twice for it. He's had NFAs for it. He's the worst around.
He's still the dangerous part in his head. He's still making up accounts and coming out with rubbish like that.
Listen, he's got no fucking peace. The minute he's been well and truly lit up.
Yeah, he needs it. Yeah, and he's funny really by getting people arrested.
That's right. He's the first one to run to the cops, and now he's shouting everyone else as a grass. I've had him barred from all the children's campsites around here. They're all on the lookout for him. If he turns up, they've all got his picture, looking for Tony Birdshit to turn up.
I mean, that's another one that goes is really dodgy. Like Dave, the way he carries on. I mean, making that email address up in case anybody emailed and stuff like that. Like thinking like that is crazy, isn't it?
Well, if you were worrying about getting a Sarah's load done on you, you do the fucking same, and that's the only reason you do it.
Oh, like what the hell? Like crazy. As if he didn't.
But as we're now with him, he doesn't even deny it, man.
No.
He just refuses to speak about it.
And the things he says on that, that's another one with all disgusting talk all the time, isn't it? Like it's like
he's got no life at the minute. He hasn't. He's been lit up on every social media stand going. Even the local campsites are under fumbling. They got his picture, looking for him. Done a good job there. And he's got no peace whatsoever. And he comes on every day trying to tell people, I'm happy, no, nothing gets to me. And he hasn't got a fucking minute's peace. He's been lit up for good. He's been lit up for fucking good.
But these
and he should be. He's the worst around.
Not one of them have ever mentioned him in a bad light. Because that's the thing, isn't it? They've all got something on each other.
They've all been tape recording each other.
Something on each other. It goes on and on, doesn't it?
Well, the fellow now, Dildo Dave and Birdshit fell out. And since it fell out, Birdshit put a photograph out on YouTube of Dildo Dave sat in Ronda's on the sitting room in front of the coffee table. And on the coffee table, there was the pictures that were used in the drug oil poster campaign.
Yeah.
The posters that were put up. It's him. It's him. And Birdshit slyly took a photo of Dildo Dave with his phone while they're in front of him on the coffee table. And all this because I speak to Rhonda. He took a photo of him with them posters when they fell out. This is after they fell out. And says, what season on the table then, Dave? ? Yeah. But I spoke to Rhonda and she said them weren't Dildo Dave's pictures. Them were Birdshit's and Pizza Face's pictures.
Oh, yeah.
Aye. And then our Birdshit's went and said he's got a video of them seeing posters in Motorsports' boot. Then he said tape recorded Motorsports talking about it, and he's got video evidence of them pictures, them posters in Motorsports' boot. He put that out a number of times, and then he puts the picture out with him in front of Dildo Dave. Do you think that he's just throwing red herrings out there because they're under investigation for it? Because the guy did blame Birdshit and Pizza Face to the police.
I know, and I can never understand as well because there was another incident years ago that the Humble let True Media get blamed, and it wasn't True Media. It was actually Donna and John that was stalking Anne as well at one point.
Right. Well, I could understand that. And somebody else getting the blame with them too.
They blamed True Media and stuff for all that time, and it wasn't. They'd sent Tony and somebody else.
They blame Sammy Lee for doing similar stuff, didn't they? They pretended to be Sammy Lee on some social media at one point and then admitted it. But they were pretending to be that Sammy Lee lasso at some point. They were causing shit.
My word. They're absolute.
YouTube's most evil couple.
Yeah, they are.
And I don't know, they're the same. They've got no peace neither. Living in fucking hiding with a family. Got no peace, and all I can fucking do is be resentful back on social media. That's what you get out of Tony Bird shit in his fucking box room, police box room. I'm as happy as can be. No, you're not. How can you be?
I mean, sat in darkness, and then them ones are hiding all over the place. It's insanity, isn't it?
He's not kidding me. He's not kidding me. That's for sure.
They've got no morals, and that they've been putting like kids' bedrooms up lately and stuff like that. I don't know. It's horrendous.
I'm not sure. I didn't follow them really. Not all of them anyway.
No.
He's having to go at motorsports at the minute because over the gun situation with Pizza Face. He's trying to say to motorsports, if you come to court, you're gonna be nanas of grass, and I'm gonna make sure all the paperwork gets shown out. That's intimidating fucking potential witnesses, that, and perverting the course of justice, really. What he's doing.
Yeah, of course it is.
But that's why he's doing the motorsports deal on a daily basis. Motorsports and Marie Howarth.
Yeah.
We browbeats him daily, morning, afternoon, and night.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm going to jail. This, that, and the other. He never stops.
And
this is because he's doing this because he's got no life. He hasn't.
And that thing he said about Moto's wife when he said, about her getting followed, I thought that was horrendous.
You've seen the videos of motorsports getting dragged away off the cops, haven't you?
Yeah.
But if it's how can motorsports be the grass in this situation?
Oh, exactly.
When there he is getting nicked over his time and time again. But that's bird shit just putting it out.
Yeah.
His side of he's like that with everything.
Yeah.
He's got no morals whatsoever.
No. But he's got like
Jimmy Savile.
Because
Jimmy Savile.
Yeah, definitely.
He's been well lit up.
Because I had a few look-ins on that that bird shit one. When you said you were having a look for a laugh, and some of the things he was coming out with, just digging himself in deep roles the way he goes on. But I mean, he's in darkness, isn't he? What's all that about? Like just total blackness, and then
people can tell you when you're lying and when you're not lying when you're on video a lot.
They
can get a read of you. Do you know what I mean? And he hides his face because of the shit he comes in with.
Yeah.
He's got no life. He can't even get a lift anywhere at the minute.
No.
Needs to get himself a push bike.
Yeah. Yeah, he'll have to, won't he?
He's gonna have to soon. Nobody wants to touch him. Other than Pizza Face and Big Fat Dave.
I couldn't believe it when he came on my comment section, Pizza Face, and said, "Why are you encouraging Paddy to go after me?"
What you need to do is get Paul Albini on your channel and find out what's fucking been going on. Do you know her?
Yeah, I spoke to Paula on one occasion on a live I was on, and she was on.
You need to get her on your channel because they're proper fucking getting into her and getting into her head. This firm.
Yeah.
But she's got some stories to tell.
Yeah, well, it's horrendous because I'm sure that they were responsible for some damage at Paula's, and then the next thing they've moved in with her.
That's right. The view then when she was vulnerable and scared and looking for a man for protection, they moved in with her. That's right.
Yeah. And but then so that enemy.
I've always said that's what these two. If they've done that and then moved in with her, they've nonced her. And if they've done that, I've made videos about it And I said, and if they've done that, Pizza Face and Birdshit are tied for life.
Yeah, definitely.
Because they're nonsense.
Yeah,
They committed nonsense between them. Birdshit only had to leave Paula's house after social services got in touch with her about Birdshit. Because Maria offered getting in touch with social services.
Right.
Tell them. Well, Maria offered done a Sarah's law on them, hadn't she?
Yeah.
And when she seen him next to Paula's kids, she's went and notified the Scottish social services. She's admitted this to everyone. She doesn't deny it. She's allowed to do that. She's a paedophile on that.
Yeah.
That's not what she's nicked for, though. She's nicked for others. Birdshit saying that she told me the details of the what's on his Sarah's law, which she hasn't, right?
No.
And he says she's told Motorsports and Ginger, and Marie says she hasn't. So
no.
That's why she's been locked up, because he's saying she's telling people when she's not allowed to tell people.
Hey.
And he's also saying she fraudulently obtained it because he wasn't going near our kids anyway for her to obtain it in the first place. You know what I mean? She shouldn't have been able to do one. But she's a paedophile on that, and she's seen him going into fucking children's hospitals and that.
Yeah, therefore. But
fucking Jimmy Savile stuff.
Yeah, it is Jimmy Savile stuff, and it's. I feel I was thinking about how Paul.
You're not allowed to drink on camera neither. I'm just turning my camera off.
Drink. But I was thinking how Paula must have felt, because it takes someone out for a horror film, like somebody's that's done damage, and then they're in your house, and it's like you're unaware of the situation. It must be awful, mustn't it? Yeah, Sherry, do that, please. That'll be good.
What she's saying, like, I think Sherry's our friend, you know.
Yeah, she's going to text Paula and see if she wants to come on my one.
Better off talking to other women. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I speak to I've got a lot of respect for True Media. He's always been really good with me. And Humble, that's how I first had the first fallout with Humble, was through True Media when he tried to set him up as well. And it was on Exposure TV. He tried to start calling True to me. But True always speaks very highly of Paula and said that the things that was going on was horrendous.
You can imagine, can you, with these two?
Yeah.
What they've done with her. When they've moved in on her, they'll have took over her fucking life, man.
Terrible.
Anyway, but have a chat with her and get her on.
Yeah.
And she's got the whole of social media behind her, so she doesn't have to worry about these two fucking bacons.
No worry at all. No worry at all. What about Protestant Catholic standing together in Belfast today? I would have imagined that.
And we'll find out what social services, Scottish social services said to her.
Yeah, because
Paul hasn't signed any fucking documents saying she'll, you know what I mean?
No, it's terrible, isn't it? Hey, I tell you what, you couldn't
Paula's
even imagine all this.
Paula's not Marie our situation. She can tell us what they said to her.
Yeah.
To get Tony out of the house and away from the kids.
I mean, when he was going on about this, when people were breaking the law because they were repeating what was on something. But
you're not allowed to, if they directly give it to you, but they haven't directly done. Paula hasn't applied for any Sarah's law. She's been warned.
Yeah.
By social services.
He's like shot himself in the foot because he was saying stuff like, you're not allowed to reveal what was on that. But if there was nothing on it, there wouldn't have been a reveal, would there?
But she hasn't. She's only revealed it to Scottish Social Services. He's saying in his complaint that she's revealed it to me and Motorsports and Ginger.
Nice.
That's it. What he's saying is that's why Motorsports and because he went and had the tune painted up, didn't he, in poster campaigns by Motorsports and Ginger, he's saying. And he's saying that's why they've done it, because she's disclosed what's on his Sarah's law. That's why he's telling the cops, lying cunt. He knows 2 years earlier, Motorsports and Ginger hired him out of Scotland got rid of him for the same allegations fucking back then, before 2 years before Maria Howarth even done a fucking Sarah's Law. They were fucking accusing him of that shit. Do you know what I mean?
I know.
But
I know.
that's not what he's telling the cops. He's went and tell the fucking cops half stories, and they've listened, because the tuna has been painted up, and they're thinking, oh, she has just done a set. He's just telling them half stories. He's never said, oh, the chasers were in Scotland 2 years ago.
Well, Dave,
you know what I mean? This is why they've locked Marie up, man. I'm going to take over her case when her bail's finished.
Yeah.
Especially for the mental torment he's put her through while she's been on bail. He's tortured her. And she's got nothing to worry about. She's got not a thing to worry about, but he makes her worry every day.
Yeah, well, Dave told people on his channel long before Maria got it, right? He told people on his channel that bird shit was getting lit up next and all this and that and the other about him. So Dave knew about it long time before.
They chased him out of Scotland 2 years earlier, man. When they first started fighting with him and Pizza Face. That's what was over. Bird shit being a 3 times child hairy rapist. On record.
It's horrendous, isn't it?
And he's been well lit up. His tune centre's been lit up. He's been well lit up, not just on YouTube, on every social media stand Gannon.
He's another one that's got that copper as well, though, isn't it? Like that one who's got the place he lives at, the copper. And
he lives with the copper owns the place. It's like a block of.
They went on Tinder things together when he met that girl that used to call her Chippy Tits or something, didn't he?
Chippy Tits, right? So and he got meet it. He went on dates with the copper and her and her mate.
Her and her mate, yeah. So I mean, they must have been pretty close for.
Yeah, if they got new with birds on them sort of things together, aye. Him and the busy must be. Listen, he's a fucking wronging in every fucking way, man. Every fucking way, this cunt.
Bloody hell.
This family's doing 100 years in jail doing that, saying he's put them in. Some gypsy family as well, on top of everything else. Listen, let's fucking tell you. See, he's a proper child hairy rapist. He's been nicked 3 times for it. That's how many times he's been nicked for it. Do you think he's been caught every time he's done it, like?
No.
Do you think he's been caught every time he's fucking done it? Do you get caught every time you do something? No. Do you fuck?
No.
He's been doing it since he was young to old, till a few years ago.
Yeah.
When he was teamed up with Decker Haggy, just getting out for it again. His whole life, he's been hairy aping school children. He's been nicked for it 3 times. Where was I going there with that cunt?
About the.
See when the legs of these get nicked. See when the legs of these get nicked for that shit. Do you not think intelligence haven't got these signed up working for them? They've got every fucking bacon gunning, man. They're the first ones. How can I help you? They're the first ones. How can I help you? They're the first ones.
Terrible. Absolutely terrible. Isn't it?
That's the system.
I know. And then they're on here and you just don't know who they're talking to on computers and stuff like that, do you? It's like young people and... Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
They'll change that shortly where every comment's going to have something to identify them. And it should, if they're not saying anything wrong. Hey, man, overnight, it would change.
I know.
All the trolling would stop if that postcode came up with a name.
I know. And it could do it.
Overnight, it would stop. Yeah. It wouldn't be the keen then, would they?
No.
Quicker the fucking better. Quicker the fucking better.
Because they must have, like, they've all got, like, numerous accounts because they're all talking to themselves in the chats as well, aren't they? So there'll be certain ones in the chats that you can just tell is them talking themselves. It's like insanity.
Shitting his little crew. He's got like 3 or 4 who are in the kids themselves. So it's like a little gang, a pedo gang, all working together against the people who are lighting them up. And that's what's going on. Him and his little crew.
I totally agree. Totally agree.
Work against the people who are doing the lighting up. trying anyway.
I know. It's horrendous. All of it is horrendous on here.
Are you allowed to drink on camera?
Yeah, you are.
Right.
Yeah,
Just not smoke.
I usually have a drink. Yeah. Still at toi. Yeah. Right, Mitchell. Let me have a look. Totally bonkers. Rebellion. Yeah, they're saying there's been like Protestants and Catholics together today in Belfast. Ronald
What,
said.
fighting?
No, standing together.
Against immigrants.
Yeah. Yeah. So I just think that Enoch Powell
They might do something about it. They might do something about it now. Now that it has happened.
But he warned, didn't he, years ago that Enoch Powell, that Rivers of Blood speech? Didn't he?
Well, listen. Decades ago, all of us were unhappy with fucking immigration.
Yeah.
They were giving them phones and when they were first moving them all in, giving them all phones and cars and that. This is decades ago, right? This is fucking decades ago. We were all, the whole country, all the working class and below, unemployed and all the slot were unhappy with how they were getting treated better than us. And look at it, decades later, they're getting put up in fucking hotels these days.
I know.
They're getting put up in a hotel. You know what I mean? Thousands and thousands, and they've got every hotel in every country, every city. We've got them in every city, full of them.
Full.
Yeah. They'll do this for these strangers, and then they'll not look after we're homeless. Imagine if you'd done that to we're homeless.
I
And help them out and put them back on their feet. How much easier our job it would be looking after the homeless, because it'd be fucking 1% of what they're looking after now.
I know.
But they won't do nothing like that for them. But they'll bend over backwards for fucking foreigners coming into the country.
Yeah, and you know what?
Nobody wants.
No, they say that social workers. So say if one comes in and they can tell he's about 30 odd year old, right? But if he's got the things for being like 14 or 15, they've got to take his word for it. They don't do any tests on.
Yeah, they get wrong if they don't believe him or something. They brought in rules and regs just to fast track the system.
Education, all these like grown blokes and stuff. Do you know what I mean?
There must be a real, behind it all. Why it's happening? Why it's been forced to happen when nobody can even stop it through rules and regs? How did it get there like that in the first place? It's been manipulated that way. So what do you think the real reason is? Because nobody wants it. What do you think the real reason is why it's been allowed?
Because of obviously our government have done it, haven't they?
Listen, the same's going on in America at the minute. If you follow American news, they've got the same problem with the borders. Millions of them coming in. But it's not just us. But why do you think it's been allowed? Because it could be stopped. Could have been stopped a long time ago.
I know. Why have they allowed it?
Like I'm saying, it's decades ago. None of us were unhappy decades ago about the way they were allowing them in and treating them.
And Enoch Powell said it'll be rivers of blood, didn't he? The streets, don't let them in.
He wasn't talking about these immigrants, and he was talking about the blacks and that money, the Jamaicans and whatever.
Yeah, but they used to call the Addies because it's white man don't hang, police don't bang, and time not long. They used to say that was their motto, wasn't it?
And then on the other side of things, there's in the Middle East, there's wars going on, and it's only going to get worse. And everybody in power knows it's only going to get worse, because they're not going to back doing these. They're going to keep the war going until Trump gets into power, and then they're going to take what they want from all these people. Trump's going to take the American army in, to blast all these to fuck. Watch.
But why?
That's going to happen. Why are they allowing all these immigrants coming in, man? They could be fetching aerosol cans full of bionic plagues, you know, and just walk around the city spraying it.
Yeah.
That's how easy it is nowadays. And they've got like a system where anybody can get any amount of people smuggling it in. They're not even stopped. In the middle of times like this, I mean, when there is gonna be big wars, and it's crazy. I think why it's even being allowed.
But
could be stopped tomorrow. It could.
I know. Why is there no one to keep giving that to Zelensky, the money and all that? But you know, when you see them kids in Israel, in that hospital, and they're all wounded and really hurt and everything, and nobody seems to be sending much help over there, do they, to help them kids? But what? But they keep sending money to him, Zelensky.
Listen, this war has started. It is. They're not going to. I'll tell you what they're after. They're after that temple, the mosque, to build a temple. There'll be no peace until they've took it. Then after they've took it, they're all going to take it. There's no stopping it. They're taking it, and they're taking it now. That's why they've got to keep this war going until Trump gets into power. Get that American force behind them to take it. And they're taking it. Wait and see. Then you might have peace in the world after that. Because even those who are causing all the trouble at the minute will want peace themselves then. Because they've got what they want. The promised land and the temple rebuilt for the Messiah, the new Messiah, who they say is coming. That's what they're doing it for. All those in power. That's what's going on in Jerusalem. That's what it's all about, man. Wouldn't see.
Yeah, it's horrendous. I can remember reading one of the Christian things. It had like they couldn't believe it that it all started. They said the same thing. They just want that.
There's all these prophecies and what these people believe in. The Jews and the Freemasons, who are the Templars. Yeah. They all believe in these prophecies today, and they're fulfilling them. That's what they're doing. And it's to do with like the second coming of Christ. Those prophecies to do with that, and things to do around that. Yeah. And they say he'll come now on the Mount of Olives and get rid of them all, don't they? They've got to rebuild that temple first. Yeah. It's one of the prophecies says they'll rule the world from that temple. But obviously there's no temple there. The mosque's there now, isn't it? Alaska Mosque. That's what this is all about, man. It's crazy, isn't it? But you're right about now you've got me thinking, but why are we allowing them all in now? I know, man, it could be stopped tomorrow. I know. Like, why is it happening? You're inviting them in on you by saying, oh, come here, we'll give you a hotel and a job, and you look. You can imagine them telling their friends and family, get out of here, we've got them in 5-star hotels. That's why we're getting flooded. They like encourage it too, don't they? Oh, yeah. It's like they want us to... at least make it difficult, to make it as difficult as it is for us. Yeah, I know. Unemployed, what you got to do nowadays, if you're unemployed, make it the same as real rules as us. You got to go on a waiting list for the house. Yeah, they're probably hoping things like that. Then they're not be so fucking keen to fucking come in the country. No, they'll probably hope that we start between each other to like some kind of culling or something, won't they? I don't know what they're playing at. Do you? I don't know. I don't know. It's crazy. The world's crazy. Some conspiracy theorists say that they want all into breeding. Like a new, like. So all mongrels, and only certain races are pure then, because we are all mongrels. We've all been into mixing into bread and for the future. You know what I mean? To be able to say is all. None of you are pure. We are pure and you aren't. They'll probably have us in a compound somewhere, won't they? Like a Nazi camp or something. I hope we don't. I don't think it's to do anything like that, but it's just so they can make that claim over the rest of the nations. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's crazy, isn't it? Well, it will be like that in a few more generations. It will be fucking like that, won't it? Where everybody's... First thing all these immigrants fucking do is find a fucking English woman to have kids with. I know. They've never fetch their wives with them. I know.
I know it.
So yeah, this, you know, and you've got fucking, they just take anything on, don't they?
And then I see the women that I went to school with. I've seen a couple of them with all that stuff on and everything. And I thought, my word, do you know what I mean?
Not reading the fucking heat.
No, not right here at all. And my friend said in London, she told me about 5
What?
years ago, she went to like the Christmas nativity play with her kid. And she decided to go both days, right? So when she went in, she said, "What's going on here? And do you know that, what's that god with the elephant? Or the loads of heads, like feet?"
The Indian thing.
Yeah, that's what the nativity play was in the school what a kid went to in London. That was about 5 years ago.
It's probably the school was probably full of non-English kids though, if it was London.
What about, you've still got to keep our values and morals and stuff. Their country does. We're not even allowed to go and open a shop in India, are we? Unless you're married.
I went to live in Southall, Ealing, London, in when I was 14.
Mm-hmm.
And I used to walk around the Toon Centre, get on the bus, be out all day, gone after I've been in the shops, and not see a white man. This is in Southall in the 70s. In the cafe, we went into a cafe. There was a note in English. It was all in Punjabi.
Was it?
In the normal everyday cafes on the street, it were all Punjabi. Couldn't understand it.
That's crazy.
But like I say, that was in 1974 in Southall. You know, there's like areas like Birmingham. It's just majority of coloureds. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. Bizarre, isn't it?
I couldn't believe it. Me, I was in shock. Even
Yeah.
the bus driver and the bus conductor and everybody on the bus, everybody was black. It was a shock to the system. All the pubs were full of Asians and black people. You could never seen a white man all day.
Bloody hell.
At Southall, London. So I imagine it's pretty much the same today.
Yeah. Yeah. It is. It's crazy, isn't it? Let me have a look at these. I'm British Northern Ireland and Ireland are... Right. The British Northern Ireland and Ireland are uniting today. Ronald's saying. So I think there's been stuff going on all over, hasn't there? By the sounds of it.
Immigration, yeah.
By the sounds of it. Brian said something had happened in Hartlepool as well, and I couldn't believe it. I thought they were only young monkeys.
Well, there's been riots or something today. It's been some in Sunderland.
Yeah, right.
Been all over.
But I think we should have had some kind of upstanding against what they were doing years ago. I think it's too late now, isn't it?
I just think everybody's at boiling point.
Yeah.
And it's getting beyond a joke, man. As the rules tighten on us, put the price of food up, and we're going through a recession, and these cunts are getting treated like fucking kings, man.
I know.
They're not a worry in the world. What do you need? We'll put you in a hotel. We'll find you somewhere to live. Get a job. They didn't treat women like that.
No, they don't.
And that's a fucking problem. They should be getting a treat the same, if anything, the same as us. If they didn't want, if we on first, we should be at least equal. You know, we're being our country. If we on first, we should be at least on equal pause.
I know.
They shouldn't have more advantages to the system than us, who pay for the system, who also pay for the fucking system.
Because before that victim card out, don't they say that? They're being horrible about my ethnic minority, don't they? And then they'll shout.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, they do. They say, are you being racist and stuff? That's what a lot of people get abuse off them in job centres and stuff like that. And they said it's just easier to just give them it.
Yeah, they're right. They play that card.
Yeah.
They do a dog eyeing, do they? She likes to play a card or two, doesn't she?
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah, troll and be a bit untwisted. to
I know.
everybody she comes across. What a nasty piece of work that is.
That must be terrible. She can't get much rest in her head or anything to be that bitter.
She's had a very sad life. She's never had no love, not even off her mother. But you can imagine if that was your fucking Ben, would you love it? If you were its mother, you know what I mean?
I know.
And you can see why it's like that today.
I know.
Because it's went from an unloved childhood and then an unloved adulthood too. Hasn't got a friend in the world.
No. I wonder if it's relatives who the ballerinas keep in touch with her. And what they have to say. She's always putting that ballerina on, isn't she?
Aye. Well, that's what she used to be, a ballet dancer, didn't it?
Apparently, it's in the family. It was very big. I don't
What
think
in ballet was big in the family.
Yeah, but I think some of the distant family made it, and then obviously I don't think she really got too far.
Big deal. You know what I mean? He didn't get too far.
I think she got to that.
You mean they got good roles and she never?
Yeah.
She just got shitty little chorus line roles.
On Lake and stuff like that they got, and she ended up with the desk job, didn't she? So I don't know.
She just, well,
creating right nonsense in the police station.
You can see why, I don't know if you call it a her or him. You can see why her gets on with Mr. Humphreys, can you?
Oh, yeah.
The theatre drag queen.
Yeah,
he admits in his autobiography, man. It was his first job. Done about 12 months.
Hey, my word. I wonder if that's how they met.
This is when he started writing the Ronnie and Reggie Kray, who was a drag queen. You can imagine a 17-year-old drag queen writing the Ronnie and Reg saying, I want to visit you, I'm a drag queen. Listen, I'm a young boy and I'm a drag queen. Can I come and visit you? They must have been fucking pulling ourselves over the fucking letters, man, mustn't it?
Bloody hell. Yeah, because we'll have said, what do you do, son, and all that, and he'll have gone, oh, drag queen, why?
That was after he got bullied at school. He admits this in his autobiography. He tells lies in his autobiography about me. But he gets bullied at school when he was a kid. So his mum and dad moved him into a private school, an all-girls school, so he couldn't get bullied. He was the only boy in an all-girls private school. And he then went on to become the bully of the school.
Right, yeah, I can imagine him
being the only lad.
Yeah.
But his dad fought. He was going the other way, mixing him with girls.
Yeah.
I forget what words he uses, but his dad thought he was going the other way. So he took him back out to school and put him back into a mixed school, acting or drama school, but a mixed one after that. But it was too late for his dad. Yeah. So imagine, he admits this in his autobiography that he started concerns and that's why he took him about the all-girls school. But can you imagine, his dad's already got them worries. His old man's already got them worries. And then he comes in it when he's 17 or 16, gone on 17, saying, I've got my first job, Dad. And he starts saying, what is this? I'm a drag queen.
I'll come to your first show and it's drag queen.
They're the theatre drag queen though, so it was a full-time job.
Oh my word. It gets blooming bad, doesn't it?
And that's what he was when he was writing letters and sending photos to Ronnie and Reggie Kray. Theatre fucking drag queen.
Oh, they'll have been over the moon about that, won't they?
They'll be wanking over it.
I know. Definitely.
Wouldn't it?
And then he ended up one of their trusted ones, didn't he?
He ended up their prefect.
Yeah, prefect, definitely, yeah.
With all the young boys that they had visiting them, sucking their cocks under the table. Because that thought went on in the visiting rooms in them days. With all the young boys that they had visiting them, sucking their cocks and whatnot, Mr. Humphreys visited them the most. and he become the number one boy to look after all the other boys.
Yeah. Yeah.
When they had a protest in London to free the Kray twins,
yeah,
all the Somebodies led the march. It's in the newspapers through London to 10 Downing Street. Free the Kray twins. Free the pedos. Yeah, free the Kray twins. And all the rest of them behind them were all of our young boys who visited the victims of them. Fucking full bacon gang. But I ended up that blue-eyed boy as well.
There's a few of them lads on some documentary I've seen where they look like they're quite they've had a thought, like they speak about it, like
they've headed up the horse.
Yeah, but but they've like been left like with post-traumatic stress or whatever through it. It's like they've been vulnerable ones and they've took liberties, I think.
Oh, aye.
Definitely.
If I had Ronnie Kray hanging out of me, I'd be suffering post-traumatic stress as well.
I know. It's horrendous, isn't it?
Yeah, dirty, horrible animals. That's all they were. That's who Courtney and this firm have all modelled themselves on and followed them, and this firm took over that side of it.
Yeah.
After they killed Angus a bit together, the Winter Hill Gang uncles and the Kray twins, they took the blackmail side, get boys into Freemasons, people of power, and then once you've got them into them, you're safe. You know what I mean? You can commit any crime you want then. They've always got your back because you've been supplying them with young kids.
My word.
Hey, that was the system back then. And that's on top now and things have changed. But in the early days, that was the system.
Yeah.
Well, and the Kray twins knew it.
Terrible, isn't it? It is terrible. And then you had that other, what was that other judge, not judge, Lord or something that used to go and visit Myra?
I'm forgetting his name. I don't think he did visit the Krays as well, didn't he? I think he might have. I'm forgetting his name though. Lord Longford.
Longford, yeah, it was like insanity, isn't it?
Longford or something.
Yeah, Lord Longford. Crazy, isn't it? All out of all in weird stuff. I mean, not being funny, but I mean, they had the tape recordings of them kids and stuff like that. How can anybody give her a hand? Do you know what I mean? And it's like,
yeah, no, you're right. Who'd want to?
I know who'd want to, yeah. And it was like she was given loads of like privileges back, like through him, wasn't they? Like phones and.
Yeah, you're right. I'm sure was he not visiting Ronnie Kray as well?
Yeah, I'm sure of it.
I'll just have a smoke.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have one. I keep forgetting about that. We're being dead good on here, aren't we? I end up usually smoking it and then turning the camera off when I've already smoked it. They set fire to a police station in Sunderland. Bloody hell. Yeah, it's going mad in Sunderland, apparently. Sheriff's just said they've set fire to a police station there. What you reckon to the riots? Bill's asking you what you reckon to the riots.
Who, me?
Mm.
I'll just not comment on it.
Yeah, because that's another bad thing, isn't it?
That's a country. That's a result of decades of unhappiness amongst the people because of the same thing. This is not a new thing. This is went on. I was unhappy about this 2 decades ago. It's just getting worse and worse and worse.
Yeah. We can't really comment on that because it's because next thing we'll be getting
imagine if you were from one of their countries and they find you off, you reach England, they put you up in a hotel.
I know.
And look for a job for you and give you money and because they're not used to dole money or social security money and out. Can you imagine that's what if you just reach there, you can go and live in a 5-star hotel. Until you found a job and got somewhere to live. Hey man, who wouldn't want to move to that country?
I know.
Well, he has us who fucking live here. Can't fucking get near to that.
I know.
And we're paying for it. And we are paying for it.
I know, it's terrible, isn't it?
It's fucking terrible.
They're trying to like do something to us with them prices of food and stuff, isn't it? Horrendous, eh?
It's going to get worse again shortly. See, what people got to remember with inflation as well, this is when they take everything off you. All and everybody's savings, unless it's in gold or land, things that gangs up with inflation.
Yeah.
All them who's got money in the bank, you might have 100,000 quid.
Yeah.
That's your little nest egg. And the time days you inflate everything, your 100,000 quid doesn't only buys half of what it used to buy. So that's half your money being deflated. Just by these, half your money's been devalued.
I know.
Just by these have put things up.
I know.
So they score that way as well with everybody when they do this. But things are going to get worse when we're going to war. We're going to war shortly, man. In the Middle East for a long time.
Yeah.
All the countries, I think, with Trump. Trump and Benjamin Netanyahu are going to go to war over the promised lands. Yeah, they're not going to back down.
No.
No matter what. There's already been resolutions made against them by the United Nations, and they've went, fuck you, we're not stopping now. They're not, because if they stop now, they'll have to be a two-tier state, because that's what everybody's demanding, and they're not having it, because a two-tier state, they get to keep the Alaska Mosque.
Yeah.
That's what they're after.
Because my friend Ellen, she said that, I didn't know this, right? She said the other night that Ukraine import most of our food, and I said, how's that like? Why can't we have our own food? Because she said it was like that, is it rapeseed and stuff like that, and all corn that. I said, but we've got it all over the place, so why do we have to get it off them?
Because theirs might be a lesser poorer quality stuff, and our better quality stuff will be shipped out to the likes of Israel.
Crazy, isn't it?
That's where the system's working.
Yeah. Yeah, well.
Can you imagine? You see him from Ukraine who's just been out here getting money for arms and that against Russia. Can you imagine? Can you imagine if he was staying in the Savoy Hotel while he's in London, while he's meeting the Prime Minister to get more money to bomb Russia, right? And then the Russians, a jet come along and just blew the hotel to bits. What would war country do with Russia over that?
I know.
What would we do? That's what they've just done in Iran.
Yeah. It's terrible. I think we've been trying to antagonise something with Russia for a while.
Like
ages. Yeah.
I've always thought, to be honest, they're trying to antagonise Chinese.
Oh, definitely.
But I've always thought Putin has always been quietly one of the system. Himself. Some of the people underneath him aren't. The ones that you see at the United Nations are shooting and balling, they're not.
Yeah.
But Putin himself, he's bought and he's been bought him.
Yeah, definitely.
Even though there's a fight war, there's like a cold war going on. It's not a real war. It's cold war. And it's but then it's caused all this inflation.
It's terrible, isn't it? And then it's going to get to the point where, and obviously the people who are not getting much money because of the other ones coming in, and then they can't afford to get the shopping cannon and stuff like that. And they're making them go to like places where they've got the out of date stuff, what they're giving them, like people from this country, and then they're getting like anything they want because they're getting cars.
They're in 5-star hotels.
I know. It's very interesting, isn't it?
It isn't any logic.
No, there isn't. I don't know.
Why you house it in hotels? Let them struggle. If they had to struggle and there was nowhere for them to live, they'd be sending a message back to their families. There's nowhere for them to live. We're on the streets, and then nobody would be keen to come to England because there's, you know what I mean. But they're just sending the wrong fucking message out. They're saying, "Fucking get out of here, get out of here. I've got a fucking room in a 5-star hotel for you. Money, car, job."
I know. Well, they did it with
Aye, we had all, they weren't all flocking fucking,
Well, Well, Poland, I think Polish, when I lived in Redcar, so they were taking over the hotel over the road from where I lived, right? And then say if English used to walk past with a girlfriend, they would all start speaking in like Polish, but get a bit argy-bargy with the lad, right? No, it was with a girlfriend, and then they'd be flirtatious with the girl in front of the lad. It happened loads of times, and then eventually it got like busted for having 2 underage girls in there, this hotel, right? So they got these Polish ones out, but what they were doing was they were employing them at British Steel and ICI because they were giving cheaper wages, and then they were sending it all home to the families. We were even giving them working tax credits with the wages to send over to the families, and there was a big outcry. Loads of people from ICI and British Steel did a massive protest because they all lost their jobs, and then they had all them in working. But
it's a fucking disgrace.
I know, and they were going in the corner shop, and it was all Polish papers, Polish food, Polish. That was in the normal spa. It's crazy, and that was like back then. So it's just bizarre, really, all of it.
And it's every city, it's everybody, and then you got the likes of that Tommy Robson jumping in on the bandwagon as if it's all him. When it's not, he's just getting there, but he's getting put at the top of it.
Yeah.
To manage it, what's going on. But this is the whole country brewing, coming to boiling point. It's been coming for a long time.
Yeah, because people are getting desperate as well, aren't they? Like even mortgages where.
No, the fucking thing of it, every city in the country, every hotel, every city is got a number of hotels fucking full of them.
I know.
When's it going to end? When's it going to fucking end? It's just going to get worse and fucking worse. Man, they're going to be coming more and more.
I know.
And there'll be more hotels full of them.
I know.
They're getting treated better than the people who live here. We've got homeless people who didn't get that treatment.
I know. It's horrendous, isn't it?
They should stop that and focus on the homeless. Wouldn't cost them 1% of what they spend on these cunts.
I know. And they're getting moved on, aren't they? And getting moved off the street in the bloody sleeping bags and saying they're making places look.
They don't get put in hotels. They don't get put in hotels. That's for sure.
No, they definitely don't. It's horrendous. It's the country. I don't know. It's people are desperate, aren't they? It's at the moment. It's desperate times. Yeah. Just crazy.
Where's Brian in bed?
No, he's in there. I pay 500 a week tax to these efforts. Timmy's just saying he pays all that tax from £500 a week tax.
Probably.
Yeah. I'll go and shout Brian, see if he's awake. But if he's awake, I'll take you in the phone. Brian? Paddy said, are you awake?
Paddy said, are you awake? Oh, I've been working all week, me and Bull. Hey, me bones. I can bend now. Last week I couldn't fucking bend. Sometimes it takes getting back into fucking work. You get your fucking muscles again.
I'm just going to take you in to say hello to Brian.
No problem, Emma.
Right, hold on. Right, so I'll just put that link out again so I can link on it. Right. Paste. Right, hold on. Right. Hold on 2 seconds. So I need to go on to his live. No, this live, but yeah, Brian's live. Right, Brian's live. Then go on to the live. Then if I click on that and go on to Safari. Right, 2 seconds. Enter in the studio. Allow. Right, 2 seconds. Is that right? Your browser has lost connection, but your camera make sure no other apps are using it. Right, so we'll go like that.
I'm looking for some second-hand plywood sheeting to put down as floorboards. If anybody knows where there's some second-hand ones.
What is it called? Floorboard, plywood.
Plywood sheets, second-hand ones. I'm not just putting message out.
Yeah.
And anyone who's looking in.
Yeah. Right, 2 seconds. I just take this in here. Why can't I get the camera on? It says your browser has lost connection. Right, hold on. Right. 2 seconds. Ryan, I just turned the TV down.
I'm not talking using stuff.
Trying to get the camera on. Right, there you go. Hold on. Right. I want it. Let me get the camera on.
Don't know of.
Can you hear him?
Yeah, we can hear him anyway. How we doing,
Hey,
Brian?
Patrick, you all right?
Aye, why you not? I seen you getting a boot today.
I'm trying to get about. I'm hobbling about a little bit, but it's better than just sitting on your ass doing that, isn't it?
Well, that's what you should be doing. You'll be back on your lives in the next few days.
Yeah, I've been getting
Sure.
up. I've been walking on with a walking stick as well. So they said you might not be able to walk, but I think you will. So I walked right about like around the house.
Aye, was it hard? Was it hard,
It
or
was
did
really.
you?
Well, I tell you what was hardest, Patrick, walking up the stairs. Fucking nightmare. I only got 3 steps up. And I was struggling to get back down. So it was one of my knees was bad worse than the other one. So you get that, don't you? One side stronger than the other, but it's catching up now.
You just have to make sure you just gonna have to stay downstairs.
Yeah,
Your
of
bed's
course.
downstairs anyway, isn't it?
Yeah,
You'll be able to
downstairs,
get a boot. You'll be able to hobble a boot though. Once you get your muscles going again, you'll be able to hobble around the house and
yeah,
sort of
that's what I'm
backwards
doing.
and forwards
I'm
to the
just staying.
car. It won't
Just
stop
staying
you getting on the
downstairs.
boot.
I'm
Won't
staying
stop you getting on
downstairs
the boot.
because
Go
I'm
on.
staying downstairs because it's all flat floor. You know, like
Are
wood
you not
floors
sleeping
type thing.
downstairs now, like?
Yeah, that's what we do. Just sleep downstairs on the hospital bed they've
Right.
got me. So I'm better in the hospital bed because I can move up and down and get out of bed and stuff.
Yeah.
So
Is the toilet downstairs?
yeah. I've got
Right.
commodes for that. I've got a commode off them as well, so if I need that, it's there so I can get onto it. It's easy to get onto.
Because you can't get the frame in the toilet downstairs, can you? Because it's
too big, isn't it?
too little, like under
Right.
I'm all right. I'm 100%. I'm really good.
Anyway, we didn't want to know about his toilet anyway.
I know. I thought you'd have done something. You use it for rhubarb or something.
No, I was watching the bit. That's what. Anyway, look on into it.
Yeah,
that's not what I had to listen to.
Yeah.
But you seem to be getting about all week there today, so you'll not take long about in a week or two. You'll be hobbling. You'll be probably always hobbling.
Yeah, that's
from
right,
now on, but you'll still be able to get out in the boot.
Yeah,
that will change.
Yeah,
you're not fucking crippled. You're not stuck in a fucking bed all day.
No, I'm not.
And like Paddy said, it's only one road down to it, so when you get driving again,
it'll be easier. Yeah, when I get back, because I'm definitely
once he's healthy.
Yeah.
Once he's healthy, aye.
He'll be up on that roof helping Bull.
I'll be helping Bull up on the roof of Bull with a bottle of whiskey.
Bull's never stopped all week.
Get up on the roof with us.
He's never stopped all week. He can work, he can. Once he gets going.
Yeah.
No, seriously. You can't get him to work, but once he does get working, you can't fucking stop him.
You said he's strong as a bull, didn't you?
Oh, he's a good lad, Bull. Proper loyal.
He's got more energy than fucking me these days. I've got no fucking energy.
I know, it's a fucking nightmare, isn't it? You make all them daft noises before you bend over. You got to bend over. You go, what's all that about?
Do you know what it is? Do you know? I was talking about that before. Do you know what it is? I've been like that for months.
Yeah.
But every time you get up, you've got to use a bit of arms to stop the ache.
But you make that noise before you get to the bottom of the floor. You go,
do you know that
since I've been getting stuck
in this week,
yeah,
because I've had all them aches and pains is gone.
Yeah,
No one a deep
like,
end, and it's just because you fucking said about too much, you get them.
What it is, if you don't move it, you lose it. It's an old saying.
That's right. If you don't move, you lose it. That's right.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
But once you get back into it, it leaves you there. All them aches and pains leave you.
Yeah, it does. It does. It's bad starting to go now. I've been like on mobile for over a week, haven't I?
Yeah,
like,
the first few days you were
tight as a drum in the first few days. Now it's starting to be alleviate. The pain's gone now. I'm getting up walking, and I'm enjoying it because it's coming back really good. It's not taking months.
Well, you're on about your knee. You're on about your knee.
Yeah, I'm getting back.
Still sore, is it?
It's still sore, but I'm getting back a lot quicker than I thought I would have.
Right.
A lot quicker. So I'm over the moon with this. Emma's looking after me good.
You'll be a couple of weeks' time, man. You'll be hobbling about.
I'll be jogging up to your farm.
I'll be jogging up to your farm.
You make me jogging, but you're welcome up anytime, I'll tell you.
I know that, mate.
I live on the A69.
Yeah.
And you don't leave any roads, you don't leave it, you stay on. I live on the A69. My front gate's on the A69.
Just where the snipers are waiting on the motorway. The snipers on one side waiting for you, and snipers on this side waiting for me.
It's a building site in the tip at the minute.
Yeah.
But when it's finished, it's the most beautiful location in Northumberland.
Yeah.
The views and the river and
it'd be nice to go up.
Beautiful.
Be nice to go up, mate, and see you.
I bet you it's even nice in the winter, the view, Paddy.
You know what it is? I've got shadow boxer coming out next week, and I'm gonna arrange a fight on the farm with him, or on the farm, or on me land outside the gate.
Yeah,
there's a shadow boxer there, right? So I was gonna arrange a fight with him and show him try and sort things out with him when he comes. So you may be able to get it if by the time we arrange it, you may be able to come to the fight.
That'd be good, yeah.
Yeah, it'd be good, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it'd be nice.
If I can get it arranged properly, you can put it on like a drink on as well, where people can get a pint.
Yeah.
It'd be a good day out, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it'd be brilliant.
Be
a good solidarity, everyone together.
It'd be a good day out, man, if we can get it done. I don't know if we'll get it done quick enough, but I'm going to try and arrange it with Shadow.
Right.
And put one or two fights on, like in a drink.
Well, I'll definitely be up. It would take me 2 weeks to get back to normal. 2 or 3 weeks.
But if we didn't catch it this year, I'm going to try for this year. But if not, we'll definitely arrange it for next year for the nice weather.
Yeah.
Like we're having now. It's fucking lovely up here at the minute.
Yeah, it is here, isn't it? It is now. It's too hot yesterday for me. Fucking broiler, wasn't I? Couldn't breathe.
He's just messaged us there. Wait, I'll just see. He just messaged me there, shadow box, as it happens. Where am I?
We've just been talking about them. The world being having run by the majority of them Masons. Like,
oh yeah, they've got control of all of the fucking 80% of the fucking world. They've got.
They've got the West, that's for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
For sure, man.
It's getting
the
worse.
Crown, the Crown and the British Empire and the American Empire, they've got all that. Yeah, in Europe.
We showed them all that. It was our fucking. We started all that, and they've took it all over in America now. All them fucking Americans are all fucking. They've got all the power.
It's always been
the Jewish ones are fucking massive. The Jews.
Brian, it's always been them quietly.
Yeah.
Because since Cromwell's days, it's always been them since William of Orange's days.
Yeah.
It's always been the same firm. The secret society and the Jews together, like it is today. Like you're gonna see.
People don't know they're amalgamated down there. They're all working together.
Friday, well, you know why Friday the 13th happened? Do you know Friday the 13th?
I think it was when the thingy was told
the leaders of the Templars got burned at
they went to Scotland, didn't they?
That's right.
Yeah. And
the ones that managed to escape did.
They went to Scotland for 500 years, and Scotland never got
that's right,
500 years. And when they left Scotland, Scotland got beat with the English. Yeah.
If you follow Templars, they went and joined Robert the Bruce and them,
That's
and
right.
helped them to fight off the English, and he
Yeah.
gave them a safe haven
The Barrack
from the
power.
whole of Europe
Yeah.
and the Catholic Pope. And they went
Yeah, 'cause-
undercover then. And when they re-emerged, they were the Freemasons.
Yeah. Because the Pope put out that to murder them all, didn't he? Because they had that much secrets on them. So
Well,
the
when
Pope put a thing out to murder them all.
Cromwell done what he done with the Catholic king, I think he was a Catholic.
Yeah.
Hit Cromwell's father-in-law, who was a Mason, Freemason. This is written in history. This Cromwell's father-in-law was a Freemason. Offered Cromwell the kingship. He refused it, but he offered him it.
Yeah.
So the Masons run the crown.
Yeah.
The system, the Mason systems dictate who's in charge of the crown.
Yeah.
It's a system.
Yeah.
It's been the British, the American Empire's the same. It's all Masons.
Yeah.
That's why you always say every president of America, when he comes over here, he gets on his knees and bows to our king or queen.
Yeah.
And the reason he does that is he's a Grandmaster Freemason, and the king or queen of this country, their cousin, him who gives us trophies with us Wimbledon, he's the top Freemason in the world, in the whole world. And everybody answers to him.
Yeah.
So it's like a big system. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they all turn up
Control.
at Rothschild's party.
Yeah.
Well, the Rothschilds mingle with the king and queen and all one and the same, man. Listen, see our royal family. I see our royal family are Jewish. They've always hidden it because they had to hide it. They had to hide it.
Yeah.
They wouldn't have to hide it today. 50 years ago, they had to hide it if they were Jewish because of anti-sentiment. Because it was the whole world was like that because of the Catholic Church, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
If you know history.
Who tried to get you to Dave Courtney's party and you told him to get that?
It was Dave Courtney phoned me through McIntyre. He was on the phone. No, not McIntyre. What's the other one from fucking Ireland? The Essex boys one. Him.
Yeah.
But he asked me. He said, "Oh, would you have a word with such and such?" And he asked me to go down. I went, "I'm not going fucking down there." I've heard
Who's that? Terry Stone. Terry Stone.
No, that fucker who did the book with you.
Oh, right. That's slag.
The one you pulled the book away from him. He asked me, "You got to be on the phone." And I went, "I don't really want to talk to him." I heard stories about him being a dodge pot in Spain when he went over with 50 doormen, kicked off with the Scousers, and the Scousers jumped in, and he got all the doormen got filled in. He ran off and left them. So I wasn't getting involved with some fucker like that.
But you always knew he was a grafter.
The couldn't trying to get you doing the couldn't trying to get you doing there was even a bigger dodge pot himself.
Yeah. I kept away from them altogether because I just knew they were wrong and so I didn't want to know.
And they said you all had parties, weren't they? And you went, I don't
See, once they've got you drunk though. See, once they've got you drunk and got you in that sex dungeon full of coke, and then in the sex dungeon they've got you.
Yeah, then you're fucked.
Well, that's it, then you're fucked. That's it, then you're fucked. Whether you like it or not, then you're fucked.
Yeah, the blackmail every fucking then.
Well, they didn't have to blackmail you, they've got you.
Yeah, I've got you.
Yeah.
But like the thing is, you can tell people like that straight away. You can read
them people that came to that books thing, and they used to go to Courtney's parties, and they used to be like pretend bodyguards and that who used to take photographs of themselves in the helicopters and stuff.
Oh yeah, they were from the Essex boys. They would call themselves from Essex. They were going up to like yachts, Paddy, on the quayside somewhere abroad, and standing pretending they owned the yacht. They were just stood on the yacht, or next to the yacht, pretending.
Humphrey's
friends, and they were stood next to helicopters, but in the angle looked like they were stood on the other helicopter, but pretending they owned these helicopters. I thought they're a bunch of fucking idiots. And I was right. None of them owned nothing. They were just all full of shit. One worked in a shop selling clothes. Just bullshit like fucking Humphreys. Humphreys with his fucking dressed up in his school play as a woman. Fucking hell.
They're all working for the Met Police. Everyone you've just mentioned, they're all tied to the Met.
You said that about Humbles in the beginning, didn't you?
Yeah, I said he was a fucking wrong one from day one. I said he's full of shit. You can tell when you work with people with what they are. within about 10 minutes, you can tell what I knew he was just a con man.
Before Humbles admitted he was getting all the information, what he was trolling me and the Freemans and Davey Heslop with, he was getting everything off Furby because he fell out with Furby.
Right.
And then he did, but this was before Furby got outed for working with the Met domestic terrorism cops. So when Furby's working with the cops, meeting them in that domestic terrorism, he's then giving Humbles all this shit to provoke us. So who's behind it?
Yeah.
Who is behind it? What's going on with me and the Freemans and Davey Heslop and them? Who is behind it? It's a Met.
Exactly.
Doing these jobs on people through the Masons.
It's not people with an IQ. It's not somebody with an IQ like fucking Humbles.
It's a Met doing it through that network of Masons.
Somebody high up who's got an IQ through the roof.
Because everybody's a target, yeah.
Yeah, it's not just one person doing it. It's multiple agencies working with each other.
Listen, they've got every agency working with them, man. Nowadays, all tied together.
And they just push a button on these days to fucking
that's right, that's right.
Fucking sat there. You just sat there and they've got your fucking satellites everywhere.
If you're targeted, and if you didn't move, they'll just send people in to set you up.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what
that's right. That's exactly what team, and I was on it.
Yeah.
I was on it before anything even happened. I was on it.
Yeah.
But I'm not talking about what I'm talking about underneath.
Yeah.
That's what they do, though.
But we're on the same page as we know what they're up to now, so you've got your eyes are open at full blinkers now. Yeah.
I was on it before them even turned up.
Yeah.
Just when I was. Anyway, we'll change the subject.
There was so many people phoning up wanting to be friends with us. I thought every cunt wants to be our friend all of a sudden. Like
I was trying to sweetly tell you a number of times, just drop the moot, man, and man, what they do is they slip. There's cause arguments between you and someone else. Then they'll slip people into you who will like first thing them done with me, because I had Chugan on with Dog Oin and Humphreys at that point in time because they'd been doing things to us on social media.
Yeah.
The first thing they done when Birdshit introduced Peter Face to me, he said, he's making a thing on Dog Oin. He said he'll do one on Humphreys for you. And I thought, how's these cunts?
You were trying to draw you into a situation where you're involved.
That's right. And then they were parking up in Humphreys' street, and remember when Humphreys was getting the police and that?
Yeah.
They were getting involved with my trouble.
Yeah, pretending to be going to your...
That's right. Now, see Peter Face. He's got knee form all together, right? And what I thought all along was, he's been slipped in to get nicked.
Yeah.
When he gets nicked, then he gets nicked to play him, son of a Paddy and Brian.
Yeah, and he'll turn on and say everything.
And then the busies will say, well, he's never been in trouble and he's police this one year, and I will give him a deal. We're promising he won't have to go in prison. But as long as you get in prison, Brian and Paddy, the ones who's blah, blah, blah. That's what I think they will be.
Yeah.
From day one. From fucking day one. Before they even done that to you, I was on it.
Yeah. And then they'll move on to the next targets somewhere completely.
This is a system, if in certain levels, the crime, not all crime, the police don't do this, only the agencies, and only certain levels of targets will get this treatment. But they do it.
Yeah.
They'll send people and get them next year, and they'll get involved with your troubles, and they'll cause the shit. They'll cause the fucking shit.
Yeah. Just they'll make you look like they're your friends and they're helping you. We've sorted that trouble out for you, Brian. We beat a such and such house. They haven't been any fucking words.
And just to make sure, everything's caught on record, everything by all of them is getting tape recorded.
Yeah.
Aye.
Then keep them all together in one link, and then obviously work with the police.
That's right. Aye.
Yeah. The thing is, they're not fucking clever enough. They're fucking idiots.
See that post I've put out the need about Dildo Dave.
I haven't seen it because I dropped my coffee on my fucking phone. He's
telling Dildo Dave that somebody's been doing in Dougie's when he's got this trouble with me. I was shooting his window and that.
Yeah.
He's saying that somebody's come down and dug me family's grave up and smashed the gravestone up and dug a hole. And
and
this is
that's what looks like it's for you.
Listen, see these people who work for the cops. They're not angels, you know. They're villains.
No, yeah, I know that.
Dirty, scummy, bastard villains who work for the cops. Because after they get caught doing anything, fraud or whatever, they can ask the cops to help them and put a note into the judge for us or whatever fucking it is. Or if it's part of the mission, and if it's part of a mission that they're on for the cops, they try to milk as many as they can along route while they're doing it for the cops. They think they've got more protection.
And they're getting paid every week off the cops as well. Every time they get a
As
bonus,
well,
someone else
as well, are you?
There's another bonus for you for getting that one. There's a bonus for that one. And that's what they do. But they're probably all police informers anyway. They've already got them on the fucking radar.
Oh, for sure. For 1,000,000%.
Yeah.
Anyway, he's in trouble, him, Dildo Dave, I'll tell you.
Oh, definitely, because like I said to Emma, he's already got the same MO from before. He's been convicted.
He doesn't know. Nobody knows about that one yet because she's going to announce it soon. But he's in big trouble for that.
I'm just getting the message.
This next one.
I'm just getting the message.
Even worse than what he said now.
I'm just getting the message here from Shadowbox. Are there while I've been talking to you, and he's getting the message off Decker Heggie. Tell Paddy.
That's weird.
But Decker Heggie's adding, he must be talking to the cops because the whole family are talking to the cops, and he's adding them in. They're all getting charged.
Well, what did you say about the mother's cameras?
Well, by law, it's an infringement of privacy what they've done, and you're not allowed to do it, obviously. And also, he's already been doing it, and he's also been stood to advertise and saying you've just drove out in a whatever car, you've just been to shop or whatever. And he's telling people what they're doing, so that proves he's been watching them by his fucking messages. So he couldn't.
Brian, they see for this trolling campaign, if they get found guilty, they're going to prison for the rest of their life.
Yeah.
They like to set an example, and they like to set an example. The authorities, they tried to do with Alex Spenfield, didn't they?
Yeah.
Give him 5.5 years for sending a few emails, fucking and joining one or two live shows, pretending to be someone else. He didn't do nothing. He didn't do nothing like what these have done. They've driven him to suicide 3 times. They've driven him in a nutters. They've sent him on fracks. Dildo Dave went to his front door and says, "You've been doing things with my daughter."
Yeah.
And he made up lies. He made up lies in which he later admitted was lies. Then Creepy Craig made up lies about shagging dogs.
Oh, the fucking
shagging his sister and having Ben's 3 sister, incest in the family. This is when they were attacking the family's mother's home, man.
Yeah, and the old woman was 70-odd-year-old.
Listen, this is just part of it, man. They're going to prison with what they've done to this family. If they get charged with this trolling, they're going to prison for the rest of their life. Never mind monitoring their fucking security cameras.
Visit the cunts. Yeah, they're going to be off them.
They give Alex Spenfield 5.5 years for fucking sending a few emails.
I know, and it was fuck all. There was no threats.
Well, it was fuck all. That's right.
Yeah, nothing bad.
What he's going to get? Driven to suicide 3 times.
They'll get hammered and it'll stop all the other people doing what they're doing.
That's right, aye.
And because they've all got bad records and they're all wrong uns, they'll have to be on protection and stuff, won't they?
Yeah, definitely.
As long as they're lying rotten in jail anyway.
They do it every now and then with a certain thing. Say people are doing armed robberies or people are doing whatever. And they'll say, like, let's take these out and get them 20 years and it'll stop all the fucking others around the country doing it. And that's what they're going to do. The example to these. They'll get 20 years.
Yeah, but listen, you know why they've got to give them a life sentence as well? Because it really is, and it will be on record. No, the biggest trolling campaign in history.
And it'll stop others
It's smashed his mum's house up 3 times.
Yeah.
Hey, man, the biggest trolling campaign in history. This all done through social media. Tell me or show me a bigger one.
Yeah, and here's another point here. Not once has the police had to drive anywhere, go anywhere, sat behind the computers, pushing buttons, talking to people, the agents who work for them, and did nothing apart from being on a computer and watching every fucker.
Police noted the 2 humble dryers. They've done it all by computer and bank draft.
That's what I'm saying.
Bank, where you send money.
Sending from one computer to another. And it's now
The
been, the
Humbles,
police have got all that
the
information now.
the Humbles have paid for this whole Dicky Hickey campaign.
Yeah. And probably the money's come out of his own bank account, the silly cunt, that thick.
They're both in trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, they're in serious trouble.
Right,
But
the
yeah,
news too. We've been on nearly 2 hours.
okay,
I'm going to love you
good
to
old
leave you.
Noel. You take care.
Be
Tell
lovely
Bull we were
chatting to
asking
you.
about him.
I'll be
Right,
back on
take
next
it easy.
Saturday.
Yeah, next
I'll be
Saturday.
back on next Saturday. Hopefully by then, be Brian.
I'll be up.
He said I'll have
That'll
lost my
do.
job by next Saturday.
You can't sit. Get on the door.
I'll see you later. I'll see you later.
Right, see you later. Thanks, Paddy.
Yes.
Oh, hold on, I just turned. Let me have a look because I never turned it off last week. Right. Hey, Borough. Hey, thanks, Georgie boy, for everything. Thanks, all the mods for everything. Borough for everything. Denise, Timothy, thank you all for coming on. Let me have a look. Brian saying he'll be back soon. Keep watching, he said. Right, I'm gonna go. I think, unless anyone's got anything to say. Hey Timmy, you okay? J5 said he hopes Brian feels better soon, Brian. Cherry, thank you very much for your lovely comments. So let me have a look. Paul, I'm supposing you can eat what you like and no sickness. Yeah, I think Brian gets them as well. Adam. Yeah, I remember I used to do that. RCR, Ronald. Good night, Ronald. Right, so I'm going to turn this all off now. Right, I'll see you soon. Right, bye.